And good morning, everyone out there. I hope everyone's doing good this morning. Yeah, looks like it's working. Looks like everything is working. Yes, I think. I hope. Yeah, it looks like everything is good. So, some cool new stuff going on. I have I wanted to give it a shot and make sure it was all going to work first before I actually. What is up with that? Why is. Oh. There we go. That's one. Okay. No, doggone it. Stop it. Morning, Carl. I'm just trying to get my computer to behave. I didn't mean to tell it to do that, but yeah, okay, cool. So cool stuff going on. I have, as you can see on the down below here, there is a so backstory first, I guess. So we have I'm actually live on 3 different platforms right now. I'm live on Facebook, of course, and I'm live also on YouTube, and I'm also live on Twitch. So which is really cool. And I'm excited about it. But the problem with that is people watching on the different platforms, you can't see, the like if we get something coming up on the Twitch chat, the people from Facebook can't see it, or the people from YouTube can't see the chat from Facebook, and so on and so forth. So we have this cool little overlay here that I just worked out this morning, and it lets everyone see everyone's chat. So just like the message I just sent out, yeah, that message went to all 3 platforms, and everyone, like Carl, your message can be seen on Twitch and YouTube just as well as Facebook. So I thought that was kind of cool anyway. I get excited over the little things, but so anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out here this morning, getting ready to throw some runes, and one of these days I'm actually going to get one of these started closer to 9 o'clock when I keep planning on it. But in the meantime, we'll deal with what we got, because I keep having meetings come up and various things that keep putting me later than I intended. But it looks like my video's going good and the audio looks good, and I don't have my headphones on, so I can't really monitor it, but that's okay. All the graphics and displays look good, so I'm gonna assume that it's going good unless someone tells me different. Now, down to you guys. How's everyone doing this week? I hope everyone's doing great. The last week's been kind of crazy, but we are making it through because, what else are we going to do, I guess, So, I can't really think of anything else to say. Oh, yeah. There was something else. Well, first things first. Take a minute and like and share this video, whatever platform you're on, and because, well, just because, help us get the word out. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing these, and got some other stuff coming up too. I know last week I had planned on going live on the Imagine Greater Things platform, but we had some stuff come up personally that interfered with that, which sucked. Well, Carl, I'll message you after a while and see if there's anything I can do to help you. Yeah, here last week, when the night before, I had planned on going live on the Imagine Greater Things platform just for a little talk and rap session. We had a hell of a big storm come through here, and our basement flooded. So it wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't like underwater or anything, but we had a couple of rugs we had to dry out, and a whole lot of shop vacuuming to do, just to get the floor dried out down there. Luckily, most of it's concrete floor, and actually works out the way the basement was finished off down there. No drywall got wet and all that kind of good stuff, so we don't have to worry about mold or anything like that. I just had to get the floor dry and get the rugs dried out. Luckily one of the rugs was just it was actually an outdoor rug. The other one, however, well, it's still drying. It took in and held on so much water. Holy crap, I think it weighed 70 pounds trying to haul it up the stairs to get it out into the sunlight so it could dry, but that was fun. Or not, but so yeah, we've just been kind of hanging out trying to take care of that stuff. I'm making good progress in the shop, getting it set up where I can actually have a good production place, space for Huginns Nest. And so yeah, it's really cool moving right along here. We're really excited about a lot of this stuff. So anyway, so back to the Imagine Greater Things show. Yes, the house has been baptized. Back to I'm putting that back on the slate again for this week. Looking at probably Friday again. Of course, as we kind of settle into schedules and whatnot, days may change as we go along, but I'm going to make that a weekly thing, if not multiple times a week. That's the goal right now. Just to kind of, give everyone a chance to talk and connect and be connected in this, in this time. Of course, by now we're kind of starting to hopefully come out of some of this stuff with the COVID-19 thing, but it's going to be a while before anything actually gets really back to normal. So I figured we'd take the opportunity to give people a chance to connect and talk and vent or whatever, and it's just, I don't really have any plans for subject matter or content right at the moment. We're just going to take the opportunity to just talk about whatever comes up. I'll be taking suggestions from the chat or from messages on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, whatever the case may be. So, just if you got anything you want to talk or vent about or anything like that, shoot me a message. We'll put it down and talk about it, man. So yeah, that's fun. Then also tonight, and I kind of had to hang my head in shame over the weekend, or last night late actually, because I realized I never sent out an announcement for the Darkness Live show tonight. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, yes, Darkness Live finally settling into its permanent home on Monday nights at 7 p.m. On the Darkness Live Facebook page, also on the Darkness Live YouTube channel, and the Darkness Live Twitch channel. So, yeah, we'll be live on all three platforms as well for the show tonight. And we have a really cool show coming up. I will get the announcement for that out just as soon as I'm done with this little live stream. But our guest tonight is really cool. Her name is Denise Donnelly, and she is an amazing person, very gifted, intuitive, and she does amazing readings. And she also does a bit of alchemy work as well with teas and herbals and all kinds of good stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll get her links. I'll get the announcement and links to her pages put out just as soon as I'm done with the stream this morning. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get these runes thrown out here. We'll see what they have to show. So that's important stuff, Carl. And I'm serious about that. I used to be, I was a diehard NASCAR fan until Dale Sr. died. And I was actually watching that race when he got killed. And, I just have not been able to really enjoy it since then. I don't know. It just, he was just always my favorite driver, and just, I don't know. Ever since then, I just have not been able to enjoy it. So, but I certainly feel ya. We'll, I'm glad there's no conflict there for you. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and switch camera angles here. And, well, first, before I do that, I'm going to get this camera unfrozen, for crying out loud. This is ridiculous. I'll have my camera situation worked out one of these days so that it's not such a pain in the ass. Hopefully, actually, later this week I'll have it worked out, because I have some new cameras on the way, or a new camera that will hopefully help the issues. So, anyway, yeah, here we go. We're going to get this going here. So, just kind of like we have been doing, we won't, not going to ask any question in specific. I'm going to get this microphone out of my face for a minute so I can see what I'm doing here. No specific question. We're just going to kind of see what the runes have to tell us this morning, and they're already jumping out. So, here we go. Here we are. All right. Okay. Wow, they're just kind of all over the place this morning. So there's kind of a theme that has come up in the runes a lot lately. And, you know, as much as I try to get away from and stay away from, you know, all the bullshit that's happening in the world right now, it's just not letting me do it. So, and they're not letting me do it again this morning. So here we go. I'm going to get rid of all these, put them off to the side. And I'm going to pull, because this one over here jumped off of the cloth, and this one over here would have jumped off of the cloth. So I'm going to pull them in here where they'll be in the angle when I hopefully move the angle down here without freezing up the camera. Maybe. If I can get it to come on down anymore. Okay. There we go. That's the lighting in here is terrible. So, so there's a lot going on here. So, we're going to start right here with Isa, and this again, you know, it's almost a repeat on some of the stuff that came up last week, and so I hope this doesn't get or sound too redundant, but this is, you know, it's where we're at right now, and it's certainly pertinent. So we have Isa, and Isa. Right now, we're going to be talking a lot about just kind of a it's like a winter, a forced winter. The universe has kind of thrown this, you know, in our path, and you know, it's not like it's something that, you know, the whole COVID thing is, you know, a test or a trial or something that was sent to us by the universe on purpose. You know, I don't think the universe really does shit like that. I think it's, you know, it's stuff that's just going to happen anyway. And so it's our reaction to it is what makes all the difference in the world. And that's where we have to put our what's the word I'm looking for? That's where we have to put our focus and our concentration on how we're working to get through all of this. But that's what this rune right here is talking about. Isa. This is literally the ice of winter. And actually, I'm gonna see if I can't. I'm going to see if I can't flip this around so you guys can see it the same way I'm seeing it. There we go. Yeah, this way you guys can see it from the same angle that I'm seeing it. Because that kind of makes a difference sometimes, especially when you can't see them in person. Anyway, yes, this is where we're at right now. Okay, so Isa, where Isa is referencing this kind of winter that we're in right now, where, you know, we've just kind of had to retreat into our homes and just kind of hunker down just to make it through the winter. And it's a, what's the word I'm looking for? I know exactly what I want to say, but it's finding the right words to say it with is a little more difficult sometimes. So, we're in this situation where we have, we've been kind of forced into just kind of coming in and hunkering down and making sure that we're taking care of ourselves and of our family, and this can be a really rough time, and it can be a really good time. It's all up to us and how we receive and react to the situation. It's all in our mindset as to how we deal with it. So what this is suggesting here with Fehu and with Ansu's right here is that this is suggesting that we take this time and look at it as an opportunity to work through healing, whether it's personal, mental, emotional, or spiritual healing, or even physical healing. And it's also a time for us to, with Ansu's here, for us to get back to our roots spiritually. This one is talking specifically about spiritual and the guidance that we should be seeking and utilizing through this whole thing. With Wunyo over here and Perthro, Wunyo is talking about the making sure that as we go through this and as you develop healing scenarios and healing patterns and habits through this time, and as you learn to lean on that guidance from the other side in your spiritual life, Wunyo is talking about making sure that you give yourself credit for, yes, isolation. Thank you, Carl. But Wunyo is talking about making sure that you give yourself credit for those accomplishments, because that's a very important part of any of those journeys. Making sure that you give yourself credit for that, because that helps you develop a peace and a sense of accomplishment, which is very important for your own self-image and self-esteem. Now, all of this combined, before we get into that, we're also going to throw this one in over here. Now, this one, like I said, was the one that jumped off the cloth on this side over here to the north. This is I was drawing a blank there for a minute. Now, is talking about balance. And this time, balance is absolutely crucial. And when we say balance, we're talking about a balance between, in all aspects of life, balance between the physical and the spiritual, a balance between material and spiritual, a balance between mental and emotional, and, on down the line, all things have to have balance. If you don't have balance, and if you don't have a solid foundation to build that balance on, then you are you're setting yourself up for a fall. This over here with Tiwaz, this one is talking about I believe it's the foundation that balance should be built on. And Tiwaz is the spirit of perseverance, the spirit of determination, is what we're talking about here. So taking developing a spirit of perseverance and determination and balancing the rest of your life on it, and then working, and then as a response, using that to launch as a response to the isolation, this healing and this spiritual journey and spiritual seeking aspect of it, growth, healing, building, then you give yourself something that you can take pride in, something you can have a sense of accomplishment about. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Carl. Issy, knee. Anyway, yeah. If you can explain that a little bit more, Carl, I'll get to it in just a second. But if you can have that spirit of accomplishment or a sense of accomplishment, and that helps you build and improve on your self-image. And then with Perthra over here, with all of that put together, with Perthra over here, this all starts to form something that helps us face the unknown with a little less fear, with a little less worry. And that is yes, yin yang, balance. I see what you're saying now. Yes, that's a prime example of the kind of balance that I'm talking about. But with all of this built on that foundation of perseverance and balance, then it leads us into a space where we can face the unknowns and the mysterious and the hidden things in life with a little less fear, which is crucial and very important. So, yeah, I mean, really in a nutshell, that's what it boils down to. Developing that all-important spirit of perseverance, just developing in yourself and saying that you cannot, nothing is going to defeat you, nothing's going to put you down. No matter what comes about, you're going to continue to put one foot in front of another. And then that foundation, developing your balance, your yin-yang on top of that, and from there allowing yourself these reactions to the current situation, the current, basically a culture of isolation that we have going on right now. These are not a result of, but a reaction to that. And that's what you want to strive for, is having that kind of a reaction, a constructive reaction to what's going on right now. And then allowing yourself to grow out of it. And then finally, the end result being less fear, less worry, less stress when it comes to facing the unknowns, which is what Perthra is talking about here. Literally hidden and mysterious things. So that is that's a really cool message. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else or nothing else is really jumping out at me as far as what what the runes are saying this morning, but I think that's very pertinent. And hopefully one of these days they'll start letting me talk about things outside of this current world situation that we have. Because I would sure like to get away from that subject. It's driving me bonkers. But until then, I guess we'll keep talking about it. So yeah, that's the message for today, folks. Don't let things defeat you. Don't let things get you down. Put one foot in front of the other, no matter what. And then carry forward. Learn your balance, develop your balance, work on your healing. Get in touch with the other side, your spiritual side. Allow those things to develop a sense of a self-accomplishment for you. And then you'll find, I guarantee, you'll find you don't have to be as scared of the unknown things. That's where I'm going to drop it there today. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed this, like and share, and help us spread the word about HuginnsRunes and help us get the word out. And log on for Darkness Live tonight as we visit with Denise. And keep an eye out for the Imagine Greater Things show coming up later this week as we kind of start to work out and put that together. Don't really have anything much else to say. Thank you guys, and check out those other platforms that we're on. Twitch.tv/HuginnsRunes, HuginnsRunes, and then HuginnsRunes on YouTube, and then of course Hugin Immunum Beyond the Veil, which will probably get its name changed soon to HuginnsRunes on Facebook. And then Darkness Live and Imagine Greater Things. I feel like I'm cutting it off short, but I can't think of anything else to say or to talk about that's popping in my head. You guys all have a good week, and I will see you later on in the week on other shows. Y'all take care.